back to another episode of On a Mission. I'm your host, Dr. Wendy Norfleet with Norfleet Integrated Solutions, and it's my pleasure to have with me today, RodneyGB Clements. Welcome, Rodney.
Good morning, Dr. Norfleet.
You call me Wendy.
Okay.
So, Rodney, RN Enterprises is your organization, and I think most people know what RN is a nurse. So, are you a nurse?
Yes, ma'am, for 25 years. And RN Enterprises is a team of infusion nurses. We see patients in the home.
Okay. And for those of us who may not know, what is an infusion nurse?
Infusion would be anything that's given intravenously. So our nurses specialize in IV therapy and medications that are given that way.
Okay. And so why is this important as far as when you come to the home to be able to do this, separate you from like a regular nurse or?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Most of us have worked for many years in the hospital, which I did as well. I was in the Navy and with the Marines and specialized in pediatrics and emergency medicine. I work locally here at Shands and St. Vincent's and other places. But home infusion therapy now, it's been a growing part of healthcare even before COVID. Most people don't want to sit in an infusion center or even go to the hospital. Now you can have a highly qualified nurse come straight to your house, and anything that you need done in the hospital can be done in the home, just about everything.
Wow. First of all, thanks for your service.
Thank you.
And I understand this, but is it, I mean, obviously there's a need for it since you guys are doing it and you're growing, right?
Yes, very much so.
And so, I mean, you do anything from shots to IV to anything that goes internally, like with a needle or...
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, most patients may go see their neurologist, for example, and be diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. They may require medication like IVIG that costs tens of thousands of dollars a month. And the nurse will come and administer that medication and monitor the patient and make sure they tolerate it fine. And that patient may continue on service indefinitely and would not have to go into an infusion center or the hospital.
Okay. So is this something that is an additional benefit through like insurance and things, or is this something more for convenient for clients?
Most insurances will cover home infusion therapy. Nowadays, if your doctor prescribes you a medication, they would go through a specialty pharmacy like CVS and Walgreens. There's many others. Once they order the therapy, they would ship everything to the home, and then the nurse would come and take care of everything.
Okay, that's great.
It's usually covered by insurance.
Wow. All right. And so, as I'm taking it, everybody's on your staff is a nurse.
We do have administrative people that specialize in
aside from administrative,
but all the
has to do the paperwork, right?
Yes, that's right. But all of the nurses are registered nurses. That's all we have. That's RN Enterprises, and they're all highly qualified infusion nurses specifically.
Okay. And so, do you have a specific service area?
We actually cover the entire state of Florida, except we're not out the far panhandle. We're also in 20 states across the southeast and the mid parts of the Midwest and Mid-Atlantic.
Okay, wow! I learn something new every time I do the show.
We have more than 200 nurses right now that are on our team. So I think we're the fastest growing, most experienced team of infusion nurses in the country, maybe the world.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
So, if someone's interested in learning more about the service, where do they go?
Sure. Well, they can go straight to our website, rn-enterprises.com. It comes up in most searches on the internet that you can find home infusion therapy, RN Enterprises.
Okay. And then on there it tells, kind of what you do and everything like that.
Yes, ma'am. It shows where we are and who we are, what we do, and what therapies we take care of. A lot of patients still don't know that they can have their therapy in the home. They're still going to the infusion center and really are oblivious. Wow. So we're educating even the doctor's offices around the state to let their patients go home and have it at home. It's usually more cost effective. It's just as effective medically speaking,
right. And probably even more beneficial because you're in your surroundings that you are familiar with, and you're less anxious and more comfortable.
Yeah, it's usually win-win-win for everybody. Wow. So the trend is there in healthcare, and we're riding the wave.
Wow. Thank you. I learned something new. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, learning more about RN Enterprises. Please go to rn-enterprises.com to learn even more. And we'll see you next time on Buzz TV.